it's not the beluga habitat, the sea lion habitat. Why would I be talking about the belugas? It's the sea lion show.
Are the numbers
and
moving, Bill?
We have our trainer Nathan and our stellar sea lion Ashby. Feel free to give them a round of applause and make them both feel welcome.
Say hi. Okay, come on, and say yay! There you go.
You can only imagine she's being I'm curious, we have a stellar sea lion. Her name is Ashby, and I'm curious if anyone's seen.
Look at her now, she's waving at us.
And look, have you ever seen this type of animal out here? A couple of you? Excellent. These are local animals, so they are off our coast. You can find them off the coast of California up to Alaska. So certainly keep your eyes.
What's that called?
No, watch. Watch, here it goes. What's
Ashby
it?
is one of our many stellar sea lions that we have here in Vancouver Aquarium. I'm curious if anyone here has ever heard of any of the research that we do here at the Vancouver Aquarium. One person. Did anyone hear about the stellar sea lion research that we do? Well, you might be impressed to know that over the last
Watch, Gab. Ronan, watch.
Vancouver Aquarium has been working with the University of British Columbia's Marine Mammal Research Unit to work on some groundbreaking research on these animals. And the research that we do with our stellar sea lions here at the Vancouver Aquarium is crucial.
Yeah, he's
to
clapping, isn't he?
helping us understand their mysterious lives. Now, for the most common question we usually get with these animals
give us Trina a kiss.
Is it a sea lion? What's the difference? Well, one of the things I like to tell you is, well, they are similar. Both types of animals belong to a group of animals called pinnipeds, which is feather or fin-footed animals.
Now watch.
When it
Ronan.
comes to sea lions, one of the best differences you can tell between them is actually in those flippers. When you see a
Here he goes.
true seal on land, notice that they actually do not use their flippers to hold themselves up. They'll move around more like an inchworm with the behavior called clumping, but they'll actually move on their stomach. Sea lions are actually more nimble on land because they do have larger flippers and hind flippers. I believe Ashby's trying to do her best seal impersonation just there. But as you do, as you're noticing, when she gets out on land, she can actually use those big hind and fore flippers to hold herself up. Another difference between these animals is how they swim. They are both very hydrodynamic and streamlined with their bodies. They're very effective and efficient swimmers, which is great. They swim around 3/4 of their lives.
Now watch this.
But how they swim is different. When it comes to
Here he goes.
seals, they throw themselves
Here he is. Hello.
whereas sea lions, again, they rely on their very
Watch, here he goes.
They can actually reach
Hey, buddy.
Like seals.
Look at him go, man. He just flies.
On occasion, you may see these animals on land, and one of the other ways you can tell the difference between these animals is what's on the side of their head.
He's so cute.
He's beautiful, isn't he?
Sea lions have external whereas seals, they don't have those external wing flaps. They can still
A little ears.
They do have their differences, true seals and sea lions, but they also have their similarities. One of the things they have most in common is actually what they eat.
He's trying to get away.
These animals as carnivores. What do you think that means they eat?
Salmon.
Eat. Got it. Specifically fish, crab, squid, that sort of thing. If you ever get a chance to take a look inside a sea lion's mouth or a seal's mouth, but hopefully from a safe distance, you'll notice they have very sharp teeth, and they actually have very powerful jaws. And this arsenal of predatory tools allows them to
Don't
be
move like
excellent
that.
hunters
How do
of
you-
our coast and play an important role as predators.
He might eat you for dinner.
These animals are as predators,
I can't get it out.
And prey. They are an incredibly important food source for larger marine mammals.
It's like a
Because
McDonald's.
you bet it that costs $3.
Balance or maintain the balance in our oceans. I like to refer to them as the meat in the ecological sandwich of our coast. This balance that these animals create and maintain has actually been shifting over the last few decades, and that is why the Vancouver Aquarium has been working very closely with these animals to learn more about them so we can understand this shift in balance.
He's going to sleep.
Our trainers have been working with these animals
Short, sorry.
to create and maintain an excellent relationship between them. But who better to tell you about what a trainer does than maybe a trainer? And let's hear what Nathan has to say about that.
Thanks, Paula. Hi, everyone. Today I'm working with Ashby. Ashby, want to say hi? Good girl. Ashby's a 9-year-old Stella sea lion. Being a Stella means that she's the largest species of sea lion in the world. Ashby currently weighs about 180 kilos, but she gets a lot bigger. Adult females can get up to about 350. Adult males display what's known as sexual dimorphism, which means they're usually 3 times the size. So males of this species can get up to and over 1,000 kilos. That's 1 ton. That's the size of a smart car, so very, very large animals. My most important job as a trainer is to make sure Ashby's in excellent health. Therefore, we're going to demonstrate a number of husbandry behaviours or techniques to allow me to do so. The first thing I do is look into Ashby's big, beautiful brown eyes, making sure they're nice and clear, and there's lots of moisture coming from those eyes, meaning that she's really well hydrated. I then get her to open her mouth, look inside there, making sure her teeth are in good condition, if there's nothing stuck in between there, and if there is, we've actually desensitized her to allow me to put my hand in there and pull anything out. Then we do body exams. We can check both her flippers. Thank you, Ashby. Good girl. And the other one. Very nice. And then we do full body exams. We get her to lie nice and prone. We can get her to roll over. Check her underside as well. So all these behaviours help me as a trainer to make sure that Ashby's in excellent condition before we start any of the research. Back to you, PK.
Thank you so much, Nathan. So time, patience, and trust are definitely 3 key elements to creating an excellent relationship between these animals and
And dart guns.
And of course, this training, the main reason why we are training these animals, apart from animal healthcare, is to understand what is going on in our ocean through research. The researchers have been watching these animals and noticed a huge decline in the population of the coast of western Alaska. In fact, they noticed that there was a decline of around 80% over the last few decades. And if you're wondering what 80% looks like, that's roughly like the folks from my right all the way across. There's a gentleman with the hat and the striped blue shirt. The camera, put your hand up. It works. There you go. That's about 80% of the audience. That's a huge portion of the Stella sea lions disappearing. So my question to all of you is, why do you think they've been disappearing? Overfishing? Actually, you hit the nail on the head there. That's what we're focusing on, and we're referring to it as nutritional stress.
Wow, we know what they are.
The
Now
right
what?
amount of calories from the food that they eat. We know that oily fish like squid, sulfur, like fish, like herring, like salmon, especially maintain their fairly active lifestyle.
Down she goes.
These
And
animals
up.
I can barely see it.
There she goes. That's awesome.
Don't have as much calories in their body, so when they do eat, they eat more, or they just aren't getting the amount of energy they need.
I'm good. I'm watching.
One of us celery, plain celery, or plain popcorn. You end up spending more energy chewing and digesting these items than you get from the food. You might be wondering, well, hang on a second, how is it that you know what a wild Stella sea lion is? Well,
Don't do that, son.
perfect. Is there a scientist out there that go out